Today we'll be focusing on leg strength for better balance. So we're going to start by doing some marches just to warm up. So just take your time. If you want to take them really low, just a small tip tap from side to side on your toe, and you feel comfortable there, that is totally fine. Or if you want to go a bit higher like so, we're just going to warm up our muscles a little bit, get ready for our little movement workout today. And you can always actually hold on to whatever furniture you have available. If you have a chair, that's perfect. Or you can put your arms up. And you can do these quite slow actually. I'm going a little bit fast, but make sure you really have your balance going from one side to the other. Really good way to warm those muscles up. Or if you prefer to hold on. And of course, as always, if you want to go a little bit faster, you can always do that too. Whatever pace you feel comfortable at. Okay, so our first exercise will be using our chair, and we are going to be sitting and standing. So I'll turn this around so you can see me. So we've got options. Oh, legs are a bit crackly. We've got options, so you can always hold onto the chair if you like and push yourself up. So you can push yourself up, just keeping your balance. Or you can use your legs to push yourself up like this. Just start at whatever level you feel the most comfortable with. If you can, stand up using no hands. You can put them in front to help with balance. So like this. Or leave them to your side, whichever one feels the most comfortable. And we're going to be here for about 4 minutes. Not what you want to hear maybe, but this is really good for building strength in your glutes, hamstrings, all of your leg muscles really, even your calves, like everything's working together. Your ab muscles, everything's working together to help you stand up. And this is a real life skill that you want to be able to maintain for as long as possible in order to be mobile, keep your independence, all the good and very important things. So you want to push down through your heels really, and you can probably see actually I've got my legs a little bit more than hip width apart, or about hip width apart, probably about the same width as the chair legs. So if you're using a similar sort of chair, you'll be able to just follow that as a guideline. If you're using a couch or a sofa, good job, because that will be a bit more difficult because you'll sink in, but that's great. Just a bit of extra effort needed. You might need to drive up a bit more and like really engage your abdominal muscles, but that's great. And this is a bit of endurance, to be honest. So I know it feels like it just goes on, but it's really building up muscles and just really beneficial. So if you're feeling a little bit like it's going on, you can challenge yourself a little bit maybe. So go a little bit slower, because going slow really engages all the muscles. Or you can go a little bit faster if that feels safe. Just remember to always work with your capabilities and make sure you feel safe with all of the exercises that we do. Push. And actually, if you feel comfortable, you can experiment with feet, doing it a little bit narrower, and I can feel different muscles working, which is interesting once you get to that point and you just want to experiment a little bit. But until then, remember, use the props that you need or the extra support. If you need to use the arms of a chair, if you have arms on the chair, do that too, like pushing up. That can be really helpful. But again, ultimately, and hopefully, the more you do this and like build your muscles up, you will be able to keep doing this, maybe even quicker if you feel comfortable, but you'll be able to do this for the 4 minutes and it will feel fine, which is ultimately what we want. Okay, one more. Done. So quick. Now our next exercise is going to be step backs. So I'm going to put my chair over here like this, so I have it to hold on to in front of me. If you want to prepare your chair the same way, or you can just obviously move around your chair if you have a bit more space, however you do it. Or also, again, if you don't have a chair, if you have a banister, a countertop, a table, whatever you have, use whatever you have, just to have something in front of you so that you feel a bit more secure when doing these exercises. So get nice and straight. Again, I'm always going to put my feet into about hip width apart just because it's like the most steady way to stand, really. So I'll hold on, and we're doing step backs. So sorry, I'm probably going with the wrong leg. So just stepping back like this and coming forward. Step back and come forward. If you feel comfortable, you can put your weight onto your back foot and come forward, change over. Again, weight all the way shifted to the back foot. But again, remember to, if you're doing the weight shifting, hold on just to make sure, if you're experimenting with this and you're not really used to it, make sure you feel really like steady while you do it. And then of course, if you want to have a bit more of a challenge, you can not hold on, come all the way back, just make sure you feel really safe. You can even lift your foot up if that feels good. So all of your weight is then transferring to your back foot. And I didn't say it, but we're here for about 2 minutes. And this sort of balance exercise is really beneficial for preventing falls, because if you think about it, if you don't have this sort of movement pattern that you're able to draw on, if you tripped over something, then it might just kind of collapse under you, so your muscle might not be prepared. So we really want to also be building up to a bit faster, even maybe not holding on at all. Could be lifting the leg. You can actually really challenge yourself with it. Sorry, got a bit carried away, started doing a different movement. But I would also recommend, and I'm not wearing them right now, but if you're on hardwood floors like I am, grip socks are, I think, a really great thing to be wearing, just to give you a bit of extra grip. I often wear them when I'm walking around the house, even just in general, so I think they feel quite nice, whereas regular socks can be a little bit slippery. Also, the added benefit of grip socks is that they kind of feel like they're massaging your feet a little bit as you walk. A bit random, but quite nice. Okay, so I think that was about 2 minutes. I stopped counting, sorry. So now we're going to move into some squats. I'm going to start with a variation that you can potentially be using your chair to sit while you do your squats. So, sorry, it's a little bit wobbly. So, squats, I'll put my arms out actually to begin. We're going down and up, down and up. And if you feel more comfortable doing that on the chair, that is great. Use that as your option. Another great option is to actually hold on. Again, feet about hip width apart, holding on, coming up. Like so. And this is fantastic for also building really full body strength. Maybe not in the arms, but a lot of legs, core. There's just so much strength being built when you do squats. Just trying to make sure you have a good angle. Maybe this is better. Oh no, not for the wall. Got some obstacles. Being a small house. Okay, and again, if you feel comfortable, good, hold on to your own hips. You could put your arms out, if that feels good. Whatever you feel. About 50 more seconds. So remember, there's also a real strength in going slow. It's actually really good for building the muscles as well. So, and can actually honestly feel a bit harder than going fast. See, even my breath's a little bit gone. Here we go. Nice and slow and controlled. Remember, hold on if you need to. Like so. Like so. So many options. Oop, don't know if you heard that, that was my ankle. Don't know if anyone else's bones just crack randomly. Hopefully that's fine. Okay, one more, let's do one more. Okay, and now we're going to do some calf raises. So actually, keep your chair in the same position. We'll be using it to hold on. Feet hip width apart. Adjustments as needed. And we go up. Sorry, my pants aren't the best for this today. But pretty much I am lifting up onto my tiptoes, kind of, or the balls of my feet. Remember to hold on. Up. And down. And I feel like this builds up quite quickly. You'll probably notice this fairly quickly, because I don't know why, even if I walk every day, I still feel like I don't utilize this muscle enough, maybe somehow, the calf muscles, but again, they are so important for us keeping our mobility, independence, maybe not mobility, but independence for sure, of walking, getting upstairs, getting up and down from when we're sitting. So many activities. They're also really important for the lymph system, because they're really the only muscle that like pumps the blood around the body. And so actually doing calf raises every day is something I've now put in my own routine. Sorry, I can't help looking out my window. There's a flock of birds that are always just flying around together in, I can't remember what it's called. There's a word for it. I think it starts with M. It's not migration. Murmuration? Maybe murmuration? I don't know. If anyone knows what it is when the birds all fly around together, let me know. I might have to look that up. Okay, sorry, I think that might have been more than 2 minutes. Now, we're going to do, this is our last exercise. We're going to do a single leg hold. So, again, holding on. Going to lift one leg up, and just keep it there for about 20 seconds. We're going to do this twice on each leg. So remember, you can always go a bit lower. You can keep your foot, your toe touching the ground. Keep holding on for balance. If you can lift it up, that's great. But you only have to lift it a little bit as well. If you want to lift it all the way up, that's great too. Whatever your level is, that will engage the core a lot more as well. And again, if you don't feel the need to hold on, but do always have something near you if you're taking the option. We'll change legs, down or up. So always have something near you if you're taking the option not to hold on, just to grab onto if you need to, because I think it's really, really good to challenge yourself, but you also need to make sure that you're staying safe. That's really the main thing, and actually the whole purpose of these exercises, really. So yeah, I want to make sure we're safe, and we'll change legs. Up. If you can, again, remember, you can put your arms out for balance, like so. But you can always go down, hold it here. And we will change. Look at me now counting down the seconds. So this will be our last exercise. So 20 seconds left, guys. 15 seconds actually. Remember, hold on if you need to. And then yeah, this is a really good one to do a few times a week if you have the opportunity. I know it's difficult with schedules and everything like that, but and just life in general going on. But yeah, really focusing on your balance, your strength, building muscles as you get older. It's so important. We'll talk more about it next time anyway. So have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.